Please.
And there he is. Yeah, you can see riding the new rig a little bit there.
O que seria isso? O Agni? Nova skin do Agni? Ou não? Salve pra todo mundo. Minha voz tá muito alta? É, mas é pro minha voz ficar acima da live, né, do cara lá. Na verdade, eles modificaram o card da skin, né? Gente, ok, man.
Well, the black, the blue, and the diamond skins available now. There is the blue golden Ratatasker, the black legendary Ratatasker, and of course, for those of you that have been grinding Ratatasker games for the last month, you can have diamond Ratatasker, and of course the cute card.
Skin dourada do Ratatasker.
What a player! What a play! And of course, the final God skin update.
Oh fucking, peraí.
It's for Fenrir. You may have seen this one teased on Twitter earlier. This is Fenrir's Ragnarok skin.
Lança... Eita, parece o demônio esse Fenrir, cara. Credo. Oh my gosh.
A little bit different effects, the runes on the ground from Brutalize, more of a Nordic runes, and of course his voice pack.
Fuck, man. Demônio.
There is his new card. Look at him. Angry.
Ok, agora ele está mostrando o voice pack do Fenrir. É bacana, eu gostei dessa skin. Eu comprarei. Não, não comprarei.
I hope you guys are excited about Ragnarok Fenrir. He's really, really cool looking, and my favorite Fenrir skin since Mecha Fenrir. Also the latest skin since Mecha Fenrir. So, also good timing, as Fenrir is very popular currently in the meta. But that does it for our God skins, guys. Let's move on down into Ward skins, where, believe it or not, this actually has nothing to do with Brandon, but it's the Ward skin of flowers.
Mostrando uma nova aparência de vigia, né? Florzinha ali que vai caindo, as pétalas. E eu arrisco a dizer que essa aparência é baseada no Demi Brandon, tá? Para quem conhece o Demi Brandon, para quem segue o Demi Brandon, né? Demi Brandon adora a flor, aquela flor ali especificamente. Fizeram uma skin pro Demi Brandon. Eu acho que é bem mais que justo, cara. Talvez o maior streamer de Smite é o Demi Brandon, na minha opinião. Ótimo streamer. E eu acho que é justa a homenagem pra ele. Oh! Eles modificaram a passiva da pedra... A pedra azul lá, ó. É como se fosse uma pedra da alma agora, né? Uma passiva bem parecida. Bem parecida com a pedra da alma.
So hitting with consecutive abilities becomes way more attractive, and gods like Uller, perhaps that spam abilities in the lane, maybe even Muzin that would hit with 2 abilities often, can get some good benefit out of this item. And this, of course, is what we were alluding to as kind of that shade of the Mannequin Scepter coming back, a dot-based starter item coming your way in the next patch. And now,
Demi Brandon.
Everyone's favorite part of the patch notes, where I get to throw my first card.
Eu falei Game Brandon? É Demi Brandon. Oh fuck, eu falei Game Brandon? Eu falei Game Brandon? Eu falei Demi Brandon. Oh fucking. Vocês que estão zoando ele.
So this is a cool item. You probably don't know what it does because not very many people buy it. It's a cooldown reduction based protection item. And it gives you a bunch of sustain essentially for getting kills and long duration engagement basically.
Bufaram a malha da renovação.
Mail renewal is an interesting item that exists to help players persist during and after a fight. We've increased its overall effectiveness while making sure we kept the high-end potential of this item for going out of control by making it.
Eles vão bufar a malha da renovação, cara, que legal.
Intention obviously to make the item more attractive. So cooldown reduction from 10 to 15, healing, percentage of health from the passive from 10 to 20, and also activates on objective kills now. So Fire Giants, Gold Furies, Juggernauts, and Siege, etc. And of course no longer stacked and just triggers. Will refresh its current duration if already active. So mail renewal, renewing a bit more with your mail. Weakening curse my friends, is the next item that is seeing an adjustment in this patch, and this is going to be a downward adjustment for the week.
Sim, eu vou colocar no YouTube amanhã. Ih, nerfaram a maldição, ó. Boa notícia para os healers aí, pro Shaq, pro Hércules, Afrodite, Xangá, Hela, Guanyu. A maldição, ela não vai cortar mais 100% da cura, vai cortar apenas 65%. Ok. Legal, legal, gostei. Maldição era muito apelônica. Vai diminuir ali o preço do couro de ouriço. Ok, man. Balanceamento de gods agora, hein? Ao Kwang.
He has seen a pretty good period of really successful professional level play, and that is where this change is targeted. Ao Kwang was seeing very positive performances at the high levels of play, but struggled in the hands of less experienced players.
Ele vai receber um buff e um nerf, né? Bufaram a chamada do dragão e a tempestade dele lá vai ser nerfada. Aumentou o cooldown em 7 segundos. Full redução de intervalo, gente. Faz full redução de intervalo. Porque aí... Não, bufaram a skill 1 e reduziram a outra skill dele lá, que se eu não me engano é a skill número 3, né? Bufaram e nerfaram. Guanyu! Oh my god! Guanyu now builds stacks upon.
But it really just wasn't that effective, especially as a support role where we see him played quite a bit more than core damage.
Ah, deram um buffzinho legal no Guanyu, cara.
Basically, Painless now will build stacks upon dealing damage to enemy god as well as receiving damage, whereas before it was only when you took damage. So you can see Painless now building. So you can get maybe a little bit more out of that heal.
Ele vai estocar conforme ele bate agora, né?
As well as Warrior's Will.
Se eu não me engano, ele estocava conforme ele apanhava. Agora ele vai estocar conforme ele bate. Vai ficar legal. E o slow vai aumentar para 30%, né? O slow da skill número 1. E o cooldown reduzido. Kepri. E nerfaram o Compre, ó. Vai aumentar o consumo de mana e vai aumentar o cooldown da terceira skill, da segunda skill dele, né? Ou é a terceira skill dele, se eu não me engano. Solar Flare. Eu não sei o nome das skills em inglês, velho. Eu sei em português. Mas sei que vai aumentar o consumo de mana e o delay. O Bakar, né? O Bakar não vai ser bufado, galera. Que legal, ó. Eles estão bufando a scaling, né? Das habilidades ali dele. Cara, com o Bakar não vai ficar muito forte, cara. Caraca, olha o dano! Vai ter com Bakar na jungle, certamente. Eles aumentaram muito o scaling de dano.
As I mentioned a couple times already, guys, full patches will be available on the Reddit and the Smite official forums, and there's lots of bug fixes and small things. For example, Medusa, there's an acid spray update on the so do go read the full patch notes, as it can be very exciting and elucidating. Mercury, he's up next, my friends.
Mercúrio, será?
Fastest god alive. His passive gone from 25% to 30% movement speed conversion into damage. If you do the math on it, it really
buffzinho escroto no Mercúrio, continua uma bosta, ninguém vai jogar com essa merda.
Robin, another change to him. Robin just kind of continues to be on the buff train here.
Ó, eles estão buffando Ravana de novo. Ravana foi o deus que sofreu mais buffs, né? Já o quarto buff do Ravana. Cara, não adianta, né, buffar essa bosta. O kit de habilidade continua ruim, cara. Continua ruim, cara. Eles estão buffando a regeneração de HP dele, né? Fala aí, Miss Gamer.
His name is Xing Tian, and joining me now on the set, it's the one and only Daniel Fishman.
Que isso aí, mano?
High-res Fish. Hey, how's it going? Welcome.
Oh fuck, chamaram um cara escroto.
Where we are casually discussing the new god.
Chamaram um cara estranho ali, velho.
It's Xing Tian. I'm gonna say that 5 times fast.
Chamaram um cara estranho ali pra comentar.
We already said that. Can we take a look at him, guys? Actually, while we kind of talk about just generally speaking what the heck this guy is. So, kind of the overall thematic piece of this Fishman, as I understand it, is he's a kind of...
Oh, o novo Deus, é ele aí.
I'm sorry, clearly an axe to the shield Xing Tian has.
Ele usa um escudo e um machado.
One of the major aspects of his lore is that he had his head cut off.
Fuck, man.
Face out of his nipples and belly button.
That's exactly right.
And that's kind of what you see here. So that's why he has that kind of awesome ball.
Ciro, você tem demência? Não.
Let's get a little bit into the gameplay here.
Oh, fuck,
starting off
man.
with his passive. His passive is called Smoldering Rage, and what this does primarily is it provides you a mechanic for sustain.
Xing Tian.
So basically hitting an enemy with ability gives you an HP 5 stack, which is 3, health for 5 seconds, and you can stack that like 12 times, right? I think 36 HP 5 total potential out of that. And also, yeah, so hitting with any ability does that. You'll see some abilities fired off here. We'll get into
E esse dano aí pra limpar lane? Como assim? Como assim você tá limpando lane, cara?
And that's really relevant mostly because one of his abilities, or his longest cooldown is 8.
Fuck, man. Oh,
the idea there is
shit.
that in his lore, he can't be killed, right? He gets his head cut off and he still just keeps on going.
Right.
So I wanted to bring that out in his passive.
Fala aí, Battle Tracks.
So that kind of long engagement-based fighter.
Yep.
Furious Roar, you saw it demoed there just a little bit, guys. It is his first ability, in which Xing Tian, he shouts from his chest with great force.
Salve, João.
Basically, it's a line target ability. It deals damage with a modest amount of scaling and does percentage damage as well to max health, as well as a pretty potent debuff.
Chance from...
Opponent's basic attack damage, which applies to minions, it applies to gods. So while they're
Ok, né? Vai limpar lane que é uma beleza.
their basic attacks, their abilities will be
Vai
fine.
limpar lane que é uma beleza. Tem dano contínuo. Dano contínuo. O dano atravessa. É como se fosse a skin 2. A
By the
skill.
time, by the time you're that rank.
É como se fosse a skill 2 do Capri, tá? Chamaram o Smeagol pra live. Precious. My precious.
It scales.
Yes, my precious.
So 1.5 to 3.5 seconds.
Yep.
So really, that kind of plays right into
Sim, o
that
patch
game.
note vai pro YouTube.
I can kind of give myself this leeway, almost similar to how
My
Deus Pulse
precious.
kind of get that same accomplishment.
Yeah,
Okay, let's open this window. Yeah, I will.
Oh, fucking man.
But you open this window and you're like, okay, so I use this ability to start, and then I can engage a little bit more safely before having to back off because of minion aggro.
And of course, we'll get right into what you probably will be initiating with. It's the second ability, and it's called Hook Slam. And this is an ability in which Xing Tian launches an axe attack, knocking the
O cara
opponent
tem um
down,
machadão e solta
and
uma
then
fumacinha.
he jumps down on top of them, rooting them for 1 to 2 seconds. And this does damage twice, starting at 80 and then 190.
Vocês estão
at the top
sacaneiros
end,
hoje, né?
And scaling for a total of 70% between the 2 hits. It costs about 70 mana and has an 18-second cooldown.
Que isso, jovem?
Hit, and it's a really potent
O cara dá um shoryuken e ainda desce com a machada.
You have a number of types you see in the game, but this is just kind of a combo. So first, you're disrupting
Que
a little
isso,
bit,
cara?
hang around, so
Ai, que isso, cara?
supporty guardian job.
Yeah, and if we can take another look at that ability, guys.
O cara dá um shoryuken.
Here as you see it fire, right? Obviously, is it a single target?
Shoryuken.
It's a short cone. You can AoE target.
Olha
You
isso.
see that, right? You can knock up multiple targets and then landing on them, rooting them.
O cara dá um shoryuken,
You don't
velho.
necessarily have to knock up a target.
Oh, fuck, man.
Right underneath you, you can hit them.
And in fact,
E ainda dá efeito de knock-up, né?
window at the end of the knock-up where they can, use a movement ability to get out. They're not crippled or anything.
Right
so.
before you land.
Acabei de descobrir que minha gata na verdade é um
So there's a
gato.
little
Oh
bit of
my
counterplay.
gosh.
Excellent. And another thing to note, and kind of talking to you about it, is that this ability, as you saw maybe a little bit earlier, here's NBA Jam spinning dunk ability while we were showing off the passive. Neither of those
Shoryuken. Falei, Boletita.
leap would be during those times. So no invulnerability frames.
Yep.
just a big bad guardian.
Yep, you're a guardian. You're supposed to meet through those fights, not dance around them.
That's right. So hook slam going to be factoring in as a pretty interesting ability in his kit.
It's pretty good.
His third ability, my friends. It is Sky Cutting Axe, and this is pretty sweet. I mean, just watching it happen is pretty awesome. Generally speaking, in terms of what it does, you leap forward, dealing damage with modest scaling.
Salve de terms,
second leap within 2 seconds.
Yep, that's exactly right. The second one's shorter, but yeah.
And so what's the, so the first one I assume is a 55-foot leap.
It's 40 and the second one's 20, so you go 60 feet total.
So total you can go about 5 feet further than a normal leap, so it's
E aí, Vitor Eduardo, beleza?
So it's similar to Nemesis and different stuff. In fact,
Beleza?
you get increased protection.
Salve, Miguel Fazolo.
Yes. So it's kind of like almost like
14 segundos essa habilidade. Olha esse cooldown baixo aí, hein? Não é alto não, 14 segundos não é alto não. Na hora que ele colocar 2 itens de redução de intervalo ali, isso daí cai pra 8, 7, tá? Cai pra 8, cai pra 9 mais ou menos. 8, 9 isso daí. Tá doido? Salve, Brito. 9 segundos só de cooldown, mano.
Yep.
While using this ability successfully, and
My precious. Yes. Smeagol. Por que ele chamou Smeagol pra comentar, velho?
Yep. And the second firing time on the second leap makes it a little bit less efficient as an escape because they're closing on you while you're ending the first jump and beginning the second one. So
there is kind of like a post-fire delay after the first leap before you can fire the second leap. Yep. So maybe a little bit less like Nemesis in that.
Precious.
Yep. Nearly instantly. Let's take a actually look at this ability here, guys. It is the Sky Cutting Axe.
Que isso?
So those, of course, being the 2 leaps and getting bonus
Ele pula
during the period after he's left, before he leaps again and then again.
Que isso, cara?
Take a look at it again here, guys.
Cancelem esse Deus, mano.
This ability does do 45 to
Olha isso.
100 damage per leap. Correct. The second leap does do damage as well.
Ele brinca de amarelinha com os personagens.
No, not in between, just where he lands.
Just where he lands as well.
Cancelem esse Deus antes que lance.
That's correct.
Now, let's talk about
Overpower. Aí lança o Havana com aquele kit de habilidade merda, tá ligado? Vou jogar de jungler com esse Deus aí, cara. Vou jogar de jungler com esse Deus, nada vai me impedir. Vou jogar de jungler com ele. Vou jogar de jungler, cara.
Yeah, it's definitely giant CC.
It's the whirlwind of rage and steel. Yeah. For those of you that like to rage and steal things, Xing Tian is the guy for you. The whirlwind of rage and steel. He spins his axe 3 times in succession, dealing damage per swing, and sweeping up enemies before throwing them. So you kind of have to just see it. I mean, I can keep explaining what it is, but basically,
vou jogar de jungler.
It looks really cool.
Olha isso, cara!
And then throw them all. And then, of course, you could then do that whole bunch of those or hit with them with your one.
Yeah,
ele gira os caras.
The quick quadrant.
Ele gira os caras e joga os caras longe.
That he's gonna throw. So it's in a way it's kind of like super duper duper Mercury Dash.
Yeah. The big difference being that in Mercury Dash he spins around you.
Right.
Como que eles lançam Deus assim, velho?
You spin them around yourself.
It is super. I'd still love this. I think it's one of the best abilities. So you do damage for each revolution. It looks like.
É a ult dele.
That's so 153 times. So yeah, I mean you can do some decent damage with this ability as well.
Tirem esse Deus do jogo antes de lançar.
With a pretty decent amount of base damage there as well, 450 base.
Você entra na teamfight, você roda, pega o time adversário inteiro, joga lá na ult do Poseidon. Aí vem o Hades também, começa a ultar. Aí chove a ult do Raui caindo do céu. Aí a Serqué passa no meio com veneno em todo mundo. Que isso, cara?
Fishman's joy. And of course we have his card art and voice pack coming up right after this guy, so I'll
que isso, velho?
And we'll stay quiet here and there's his card.
O cara sai... o cara sai rodando, velho. O cara sai rodando igual um peão da casa própria, vai levando todo mundo.
I don't miss my head. I just hate
Nerfa esse cara. O Cupido Uta cai na tempestade dos Zeus dos infernos.
Once again, Tina coming through with a flavor. So, as we always like to do, talk a little bit about Xing Tian and the process getting to where we are now, some stuff you threw out, and kind of how it all went. So what was like an
Vou jogar de jungler com esse Deus aí.
Oh, there was a number of things we threw out on him. We had this great battle.
Ele roda baiano e leva todo mundo.
Eventually evolved into the what he's got on his one, but originally it was this giant AOE buff or stim for your teammates and a debuff and a long line attack for the enemies, and it sounded cool on paper, but when we played it like no one even knew when it was on. So
right.
We got rid
Eu
of
adorei
that.
esse Deus.
We also before we had the double leaps, we had a kind of mechanically
Cala a boca sua mãe, ô palhaço.
Yep.
A live é minha, quer assistir a live dos caras, assiste a live dos caras, mano. Eu, hein? Ninguém manda calar a boca, não.
Right, again, like, why do Guardians need to avoid? So
crickets,
what Fishman's describing is basically, he had a dash, but the targeter, kind of like how maybe like Circuit works, right? You would actually like dash out to the side before going forward to your target location. Which was, yeah, you're right, mechanically and functionally really cool, but just kind of like, wow.
Yeah. What does this do for you? So.
Yeah, but it sounds like the 2 and the 4 kind of were just persisted as like, yeah, these are the cool things.
The 4 actually came up instead of the battle shout. The 2 was the one that lasted the longest. The one.
Esse Deus vai jogar de jungler, na minha mão vai ser jungler. Vou chegar que nem louco nesse teamfight e sair rodando. Vou fazer malha mística pra ele. Minha build pra esse Deus vai ser, ó, sapato do foco, peça pitagórica. Minha build de jungler, tá? Sapato foco, peça pitagórica, manto espiritual, faixa do feiticeiro, ceifador de almas e cajado etéreo. Minha build de... Não, tem que ter a malha mística, não fecha cajado etéreo, malha mística. Essa vai ser a minha build pra esse Deus na jungle. Vou sair estuprando todo mundo, tô nem aí. E vai ser sinistro. Acabou. É guardião. E aí, Miss Gamer? Achei muito roubado esse Deus. Kit de habilidade escroto.
5 first win of the days equals a free summer chest roll. Thumbs up. Each day there's a featured Pantheon, and each selected Pantheon per day has a skin and voice pack sale of 50%. So get your gems together if you're looking.
Falaram algo sobre skins mais cedo da Tatos? Que sim. Mostraram a skin dele lá, dourada. Salve, Marechal.
With the heavy hitters, it's Kevin and halftime analysis, guys. Take it away.
Ah, agora vem começar um comercial muito estranho ali. Pessoas felizes por algum motivo, não sei porquê. Isso não virá pro Brasil, isso não virá pro Brasil, isso não virá pro Brasil, isso não virá pro Brasil.
I was prepared as well. I saw that video for the first